Hello, this is Adam with Wheel Guns for Wheelmen, and today we're going to be discussing one of my favorite cartridges, the 10mm. And I'm just going to get this out of the way right now. This video, though really a comparison of striker-fired 10mm polymer handguns versus like the old school 1911 chamber for 10mm, so that's the premise. It's going to be a lot of talk about bears because really this video is about which one of these would I choose to carry, and I carry 10mm for one thing, and that's not people. It's really too much recoil for people. I like faster follow-up shots, so use 9mm for people. No, I carry 10mm for bear defense because I live in Idaho and we have bears, especially where I like to go fishing. Now, what I've been carrying is this, which is a Springfield XDM chambered for 10mm. Has some pretty good slide serrations, suppressor height sights, threaded barrel for the suppressor, also a red dot. The sights also co-witness with the red dot because they're suppressor height. It has this thing on it for the, that's how it attaches to a universal holster that I got with the gun. So that's not something that comes with the gun. It has a rail though, so you can attach either that or a light. I like attaching lights when I'm in the woods. 15 round capacity magazine, one of the highlights. No manual safety, just a slide stop. Does however have this right here, which is a grip safety. You have to compress it in order to be able to pull the trigger. However, I subsequently acquired, because it was such a good deal, couldn't pass it up. I really like the look and the sights and just the overall feel of it. This 1911. It's a Rock Island Armory 10mm 1911. These are cleared. As you can see, locked back, nothing in the chamber. It only has an 8 round capacity, so almost half as many instead of the 15 round in the Springfield. It's one drawback. A second drawback, in my opinion, is the manual safety, which is right here. To switch that off because you carry 1911s cocked and locked. It also has a grip safety like the XDM. Now, there's another video I posted about a week or two ago about Springfield's questionable political lobbying and legal antics. I do not really like Springfield as a company, but I acquired this gun used. I didn't give them my money directly, and two, that was before I made that video and before they did what they did this most recent time around. However, I'm not going to be recommending Springfield because of that, but Glock makes a polymer striker-fired 15 round 10mm handgun. It's really your other option. And then I think Smith & Wesson is introducing the MMP2 in 10mm, if I'm not mistaken. So you have a few options. The MMP probably comes with both a safety model and a safety-less model. Glock never has a safety, manual safety, or a grip safety. I will say, I carry with a round chambered for bear defense. I don't always carry with a round chambered, like if I'm just going to someone's birthday party or if I'm around my own house, especially if I have guests over. Won't have a round chambered in some of my pistols. But for bear defense, you're not going to have time to chamber around. Bears are sneaky, quiet, and very fast. And you only have enough time to barely draw and get a few shots off before they're on top of you, and at that point, you're probably going to lose the use of your offhand. In reality, you're probably going to die, but let's hope for the best, right? Why give the bear any handicaps that doesn't need any more than it already has advantage-wise? So, between the two of these, I will say the 1911, like most 1911s, has a very nice trigger and it shoots very well. It's also about a pound heavier, maybe like 2/3 of a pound heavier, and so it is a much smoother shooter. Got a lot of faster follow-up shots. However, you only have 8 rounds, and you have to take the time to switch off the manual safety, which I practiced with this gun a little bit, quick drawing from an old leather holster for 1911s. Always use a holster for the gun that you're gonna carry. Ideally, of course, I have a universal holster for the XDM, but it is one of the guns for that universal holster, and it fits real well. But I am going to upgrade once I decide which of these I'm going to carry to a custom holster for that specific model. And I suggest you get custom holsters once you've picked out your carry guns of choice as well. Sorry for the tangent. Really, in my opinion, it comes down to just a couple things. One, capacity. 1911s just don't have the capacity. Then the manual safety. If you're a 1911 guy, perhaps you go with a 1911 because that's what you know and you're very quick with them, and that's great. I, however, am a striker fire guy. None of my other guns have safeties on them, so I'm not used to it, so I'm probably not going to choose it to be my bear defense gun. I will say about this particular 1911, you also want one that's reliable. This one from Rock Island actually has been reliable, but they're a brand that's kind of iffy on the reliability. I would probably feel a little bit safer getting something like a Devil Dog Arms 1911. You can get those with a rail. I like the bottom rail for a light, as I mentioned. The Colt Delta Elite 10mm, you can get one of those with a rail. That's a good deal. But yeah, other than the fact that they're nicer shooters, that's really the only upgrade. That's really the only pro over a Glock 20 or Springfield XDM. I really do like the XDM as much as I hate Springfield, just because it has that additional safety. So when you're reholstering or just walking through the woods, especially with a universal holster where it's a little bit, a little bit too much gap space in the holster for my liking. Twigs can get in there and stuff, and you don't want an accidental discharge or a negligent discharge. And this prevents that, unlike with a Glock. So really, I think the 15 round capacity, coupled with this somewhat passive safety, coupled with the co-witness suppressor height sights and the ability to mount a red dot, all that combined, I think this really is the winner, at least for me. Again, if I carried a 9mm 1911 by Kimber as my everyday carry, I might just stick with the 1911 platform for the sake of the, just ease of transitioning into a slightly larger version of the same thing. So you have to relearn everything, all the controls. But given my background with polymer, safetyless, striker fired pistols, I'm gonna stick with the Springfield XDM. However, that's for bear defense, that's for me. If you're a 1911 guy, buy a 1911 for bear defense. Or, let's say you're not buying this for bear defense, but because you just want a 10mm or a 1911, maybe you don't really care about the caliber. This, which I got for 450 bucks, the 1911, it's pretty fun to shoot. It's a lot more fun to shoot than my Springfield. So if all you want is a fun gun for the range, I would probably go with this cheap, Rock Island 1911. Like I said, it works just fine. I will say one more negative about it is the takedown procedure is very complicated and it requires tools. I hate that. The Springfield XDM is super simple. You just have to lock the slide back and then switch the lever up and then the slide just pulls right off. It's really, really straightforward. Just one more step than a Glock, really. Or maybe it's the same amount of steps. It takes a little bit longer than a Glock. But overall, I like the Springfield XDM or Glock 20 over the 1911 platform. But like I said, if you're a 1911 guy, go with the 1911. Or if you're a new shooter, definitely try out the 1911. Like I said, it is more fun to shoot. And if you made it this far, thanks for sticking around through my ramblings. Next video is going to be a little bit less rambly, hopefully. I just try and crank this one out because it's been a while since I filmed a video. But yeah, stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't. Please hit like. And the next video I'm hoping to get out is going to be about the Ruger Max 9, which I recently made a video on, complaining about the trigger. It's my main gripe, and I have installed a Galloway Maxis trigger. So we will see if this aftermarket trigger fixes my gripes. Thanks for watching.